Hi guys, so I'm Laura, welcome to Be Better Balance, and this is my assistant Noah, and we are going to make some Play-Doh things today. Well, obviously you're probably wondering, why are we doing Play-Doh? The reason being, our bodies are very much, if I can get it out, like Play-Doh. I got yours out really easily. Why can't I get this out? Our bodies are very much like Play-Doh, so we mould ourselves into the positions that we've been doing for our life or our particular day. So if you are someone who's very, very fit but does something like a lot of sit-ups, then maybe you are moulding yourself into a little bit of a rounded position because that's what sit-ups do, they shorten your abs. Or if you sit at a desk for a long period of time and you're short for your body. Or what else could you be doing? Driving, for example, again, you'd be short for your body, driving, quite rounded through the shoulders. So we mould ourselves into those positions. Maybe you're a horse rider, and sometimes horse riders get a lot of knee problems because they have to turn their toes in and really squeeze the horse with their knees, and often that can result in knee and hip issues as well as later life. So Play-Doh. So I'm going to make a Play-Doh man, and this is what I'm going to be doing today. Right, so here's my Play-Doh man, and like I said before, we are very much like Play-Doh or plasticine or modelling clay. You know, we mould ourselves into certain positions wherever we've been doing, sitting in a chair for long periods of time, even standing actually, you know, depending on what you've done in your life, right? So this is him, Mr. Play-Doh man. If I do things like, okay, he's going to do some sit-ups, alright? His arm's going to fall off, I think. So he's going to do some sit-ups. So already doing these movements are going to round through his shoulders, okay? Alright, these sort of movements. Sit in a chair.
That's a model.
Yeah, it is a man. It is a model of a man. So him sitting, maybe you started off sitting nice and upright, like this. But obviously we have this, well, we can't see it, but gravity. And gravity, what happens throughout the day, our spine gets shorter and shorter, like this. So sometimes when you get back in the car, like sometimes in the morning, you might have to adjust your mirror because you might be longer on the, you know, in the morning. In the evening, you might have to readjust your mirror in your car because your spine has shortened. Okay, so we need gravity throughout our day to really assist from this happening. This is compression. So when there is pain in our bodies, again, I said before in my previous videos that they're squished nerves. Those nerves haven't got the space to move around freely, so therefore they're inflicting pain. Okay, so by adding in gravity exercises or movement that you won't eventually do them enough, you won't even notice them throughout your day because you'll just be set in and habit, then this can be avoided. These sort of movements can be avoided and pain can cease, decrease and hopefully vanish altogether. So I'm going to show you that now. Right, so in the previous video we took photos. I want you to put those photos to one side. And so when you've done this exercise, take more pictures of yourself, get someone to do it for you, or if you have an iPhone, there is actually a time lapse. You can actually time yourself to take those photos as well, so you don't actually need someone to do it for you. But yeah, hope you've got those photos to hand, you haven't deleted them off your phone, and let's begin. Okay, so on purpose I have sat in a chair for the last half an hour, maybe 45 minutes. I was on my computer, so I was in a hunched position, and I can already feel this in my body. So if you I'm going to use myself as an example. Already, actually I can even see it as I'm talking to the camera here. I can see this shortness through my side, and I have more space here than I do on the other side there. Okay, so already that tells me I'm a little bit like this. Okay, and also I can see this hand is lower. Yeah. If I turn to the side, okay, there's a roundness through my shoulders, and you can't really see the volume in my chest, and there should be volume in the chest. So yeah, that's also missing. Okay, and take it to the back as well. You can see the back view of myself. Again, maybe you might see that shortness through my side a bit more there. On the other side. Okay, so this is arcing. In the previous video we talked about, a minute ago we talked about Play-Doh bodies and how we are like Play-Doh. So I've just sat in a chair and I've now moulded myself into this hunched position. The more I do that, if I didn't do this exercise, the more I do that, it's going to be, oh god, I probably have neck pain, shoulder pain, back pain, knee pain even. Everything is connected in some way or another. So we have these segments of our body and we want them to be stacked on top of each other. At the moment with my shortened side and my hunched, they're a little bit jutted out like this. Everything's not completely aligned. Everything should be together. So I'm talking about the body as a mass, not just about the skeleton. If any of you have ever had a posture analysis done, sometimes they just look at the skeleton. I'm talking about the whole body as a whole, so I'm thinking about your muscles, your organs, everything. And we want to be like Lego bricks, stacked on top. So here we go. I'm going to, first of all, push my hips back, bend my knees and hang my head. Now this is important. I'm actually not bringing my hands very far. They're about mid-thigh at the moment and I'm really trying to let my neck hang, and that might feel quite tight at times. Here I'm going to breathe out to allow the relaxation a little bit more. Then I'm going to push into the ground to inhale and come up. So I'm imagining I'm pushing that ground away. That breath there is going to give you volume and then settle. In the first video we did, we talked about keeping your weight to the front of the foot, and that's where I am now. I'm going to do it to the side. Again, I'm going to push my hip back and bend my knees and hang my head. Again, feet aren't any further than mid-thigh. Really trying to let the heaviness of my head and my arms really try and relax. I'm trying to let gravity really push down on me. So exhale here again. Again, push your weight into the floor and inhale. Push that floor away. So you're using ground reaction force. Breathe in here and settle. Okay, so you are pushing the ground away. When you push into the ground, you instantly gain length and tone. If we didn't and we just sunk into ourselves and was constantly in this position, gravity is always going to be pushing down on you, and as you get older and older and older, it's going to be harder to kind of get out of these molded positions. So I'm constantly thinking about the force into the ground to push that gravity away. You're using something called ground reaction force. Now everyone knows, hopefully everyone knows a bit of physics. So for example, every reaction has an opposite and equal reaction. So you are pushing an equal force away, yeah? And that's how you are going to gain length. We're going to do it one more time. Again, push your hips up, bend your knees, hang your head. Now this time I might even want to go towards my knees perhaps. Maybe you might prefer that. Again, breathe out. Push into the ground. Inhale. Push that ground away for you to gain length through your body. Inhale. The weight on the front of the foot there. And settle. Okay, so now let's do a little reassessment. Has this side of myself lengthened? I can now actually see I have equal space from both arms. Back over the side there. Yeah, I have more volume in my chest now. I feel like I'm standing a bit taller and my shoulders are more in position. So rather than me say, right, stand up straight, shoulders back. If I say that, if I put my shoulders back, there's going to be tension there. You're going to shorten through the spine, give yourself a back problem and probably a shoulder problem, maybe even a hip problem. But by pushing that ground away, so working from your feet upwards, using gravity, to assist you, using your GRF, your ground reaction force, is going to put all those little segments back in place. I hope you found this very useful. Put it into practice. You can message me and so forth if you've got any questions and need a little bit more emphasis in some way or another. I can help you with that. Take care, and I'll see you soon.